Hi guys, happy Sunday. I'm going to show you a quick little trick for using all of your scraps up. And I think I'm going to turn the light down a little bit because there's a little bit of a shadow. Let's see if that works a little bit better. All right, that's a little bit better. So we all have scraps. We all have strips, okay? And all I have done is taken a bunch of my strips here. Let me go ahead and put that down. And now there's a little bit of adhesive there, but we all have these strips. We all have these little pieces, whether they be from, cutting off our layers or just when we trim something off. So there was a real cool idea that I saw online, and it was using these scraps. Now these are for bigger scraps. These are the longer ones, and I have a drawer where I put all my scraps. But you could do this with any of the designer papers you have left over that are, different heights, different lengths, different widths. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the dies from the right triangle set. So this is the stitched triangle dies, and it's a real cute idea. So you're going to get all of your strips tied down. Now I was going to do green, but I thought this kind of mimicked also some of the colors from the snowflake paper that I've been using so much of. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and use that. So we're going to be using the two dies from the stitched triangles. So these are the more of the isosceles. These are more of the right, and these are more of the, what they call obtuse angles? I don't know. I don't remember. Math was a long time ago in high school and college. So what we're going to do is we're going to run these through at different angles to make Christmas trees. So let's go ahead, put this off to the side, bring out this Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, and I am still using my magnetic plate. Stampin' Up's come out and they know that they're warping and they're not sure why, so they've put them on a temporary hold order right now. I'm still using mine because what I do is I keep this, even though you can see it's a little bowed, I keep it inside of my old Big Shot underneath the plate, the magnetic plate on the base, so then it eventually flans it out more. So I'm not too worried about it at this point. In fact, I have a spare. I love it. The only thing is, if you did buy the magnetic plate, if you did buy the magnetic plate, make sure that you save those instructions. And I just put it on the back of my platform one. That way I know the recipe. So as you can see here, it's saying you're going to do 1, you're going to do 2, which is the shim, you're going to do 5, which is the magnetic plate, and then you're going to do a cutting on top. See, there's number 5. I'm going to go ahead and grab, oh my gosh, go ahead and grab that fell on the floor. So what we're going to do is, now see, this is a lot bigger. This is why I didn't go all the way. This is a lot bigger than the base. So I'm going to go over to my paper trimmer. I'm going to cut this part off. Now the thing is, I have taped this down on typing paper because your cardstock is already going to be thick from your base card and then all the layers on here. Okay, so I've just done this on regular typing paper. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll cut it through 2 at a time. So we're going to put down base 1, base 2, your magnetic plate, your cardstock, and your dies. And I'm going to angle these differently. Let me see. I'm going to go that one like that. But I still want them all to be kind of straight up and down. But I don't want them to be matchy-matchy. So let me go ahead and go like that. Hopefully you can see that on the screen. Put down number 3 and run it through. Now, there's going to be just a little bit of resistance. We have a lot of layers there, just remember. All right, lots of layers. And sometimes I don't keep the number 2 on there just because, but I did this time just because I'm going by the rules today. believe it or not. So there's that one, and there's that one. Okay, so there's 2 of them so far. Sorry for the arm. Now let's go back. You know what, on this one I'm going to take off the 2 plate just so you can see how it goes through a little bit easier this time. Put the base down, put our magnetic, our paper. This time I'm going to go a little bit that way, just bring it up to where that was. Now if you don't have magnetic plate and you want to keep it, you know, in, oh, that's the small one. I want to do the big one, sorry. You can always use washi tape or blue painter's tape. You know, whatever it is that you have that will help keep it in place if you want to not have the die move. Usually when you put the number 3 plate down, it doesn't move though, but just in case. So here we are without the 2, but see, look, there's like no resistance. So we do have to put that number 2 on there. It's just going to be because that cardstock is so thick. And that's why I don't use cardstock to tape my strips down on, because that would make it even thicker. All right, so let's go ahead, put it together, run it through. Oh my goodness. I put it very close to the edge. Anytime you have anything really close to either edge or end, it seems to have a real like stall when you go through. And if I had done a better job of using my adhesive remover to get rid of all that extra tape, you would not have this problem where it's sticking. So let's go ahead and put this over to the side for now. Here's this. I don't know where my other triangle die went. It's somewhere here on the table. Can't have moved very far though. Okay. Oh, here it is right there. That's the problem with having a grayish background. So here's these. Now these are going to look perfectly fine just on their own, right? But I want to shoosh them up a little bit. So we are going to come back and we're going to use one of our folders. This one's Winter Snow. This one's Dainty Diamonds. And this one's Wrapped in Texture. So I'm going to do one of each. Now these 2 are regular dies. So they'll use, I'll show you the recipe again. This one was an original 3D. So I'm not sure if we'll use the gray plate or not. We'll see how it goes. So again, I just put this back, but now I'm going to bring it back. And on this, we're going to go ahead and go back to our recipe on our board. All right, and I don't have my reading glasses on, so hopefully you can see. But as you can see, for here we have the base, and then we have 3 embossing folder and 3. For the thick one, we're going to go to the base, embossing folder, and then our number 4, which is the embossing plate. So let's go ahead and grab my other clear plate. So let's see. So we have the one. We have one clear plate. We have that. And my other clear plate. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Now when I do this, this is the cutting plate. I usually have this on the bottom just because sometimes it looks like sometimes scratches might come up, especially if you're using the metallics. So make sure you know that. So let's go ahead on this. So here's my 1, my 3, and then my 3. 1, 3, 3. And these are going to be for the 2 thinner ones. So I'm going to go ahead, put that down. We're going to put, this is the Wrapped and Texture 1. And the other big one is the Winter Snow. Oh, and you want to, we may only be able to do one at a time, because you always want to make sure you put that fold first. I mean, I don't think so much with the regular folders does it snap. All right, so we'll put that over here. Bring this back to go the other way. All right, so there's that one. We'll open it up all together as one. Now we're going to take off, remember, we're going to take off one of those plates when we're using the thicker folders. So let's put that in there. Gray on top. All right. Oh, that seems really tight. Let me see. Oh, that's why you gotta look at your folder, Roxy. Gotta look at your instructions. You don't use a green plate, 3 plate. You just do this, this, and the folder. Reading is fundamental, people. Reading is fundamental. All right. So let me go ahead now and put this away again for the last time. And let's look at these. All right, so here's the Dainty Diamonds. My gosh, I hope, because there was adhesive on there, I hope I didn't stick it together. Oh my God, this is hilarious, people. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to use some undo on that, because obviously I had some on there. But I don't know if you can see, but there's just a very... See that little bit of a design? How pretty. Okay, wrap and texture. Now peel it off carefully, because if you're messing like me with the adhesive, there's going to be some left on there. And then here's the winter snow. Okay, winter snow. All right. And not to go into tree overload, but I am. This is one that I embossed earlier with that Evergreen 3D, and I taped it down backwards. So as you can see, it's recessed instead of popped up. But I thought, you know, there'll be something I can use it for later. So look at this. We're going to go ahead. We can put it down. We're going to pop it up with dimensionals, put a few stars on, and there you have it. Some Christmas trees made just using your scraps. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, this, and this, and we'll pop that up. Another quick and easy way to use your strips. I do a bunch of strip sheets at a time and then have them in a drawer so I can just go back and do cutouts later. That's about it, guys. I didn't want to do it too long, but it did end up being fairly long. But I'm going to go for now. Have a great Sunday. For any of the fans of The Crown, it's on Netflix today, so that's what I'm going to be tuning into now. Have a great day.